No, 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 no. You guys weren't kidding. We do need to look at this. Okay, so before we get into the real hefty meat of this stuff, so Wowhead posted more class changes and tier sets announced. Midnight Alpha development notes for week 5. So basically, you can now get to level 90. Week 1 through 4 content available in the zones. Level 90 campaign chapter 1. Argentina visitor quests, Erator campaign weekly quests, world quests. There's level 90 activities. Salthoril Soiree, Abundance, Legends of the Heronir, Stormarian Citadel, and Amani Abyss. Okay. That's fine. But what we actually care about is this warrior stuff. So we have set bonuses for Fury and Prot. So 2 set bonus for Fury, Rampage damage increased by 10%, and Odin's Fury damage increased by 10%. They're starting off Midnight right by bringing back Odin's freaking Fury. Oh baby. That is kind of awkward though, because Odin's Fury and Bladestorm are at least last time I played, they were a talent you had to choose. So Slayer Fury, hello? How's that gonna work? Anyway, 4 set bonus, Rampage reduces the cooldown of Odin's Fury by 1 second, and Odin's Fury damage is increased by an additional 10%. So that's pretty dang cool. That'll be fun for Thane. Because you'll have Rampage costing less rage to use during Wreck. So, and just uses of Rampage reduce the cooldown of Odin's Fury by 1 second. That's cool. That's cool. I like Odin's Fury, so that'll be fun. But I guess we're just kind of playing Thane unless for some reason Slayer doesn't have to take like either Odin's Fury or Bladestorm, or they change the talent tree somehow. We'll have to check it out. Anyway, Prot Warrior. Shield Slam damage increased by 10% and Shield Charge damage increased by 100%. 4 set bonus being Revenge and Thunderclap damage is increased by 10% and Shield Charge grants Revenge. Cool. Interesting. Shield Charge is kind of a long cooldown, but okay, whatever. So Fury Warrior, I think, would want to wear that 4-piece in PvP because it's like a CDR effect. So you're going to want to wear that in PvP. That's cool. We're not looking at every other class's things. Don't care. This is big. So when we were looking at the talent tree redesign, we were like, there's all these 2-point talent things, and they're like, yeah, okay, by the way, Barbaric Training is now a 1-point talent. Crushing Force is now a 1-point talent. Anger Management now affects the following abilities: Arms, Avatar? Question mark? Avatar? Hello? And C Smash. Fury affects Avatar and Wreck, and Prot affects Avatar and Shield Wall. So 1, Avatar is back, question mark. 2, Anger Management affects Avatar. Okay. So we have some new talents. Okay, here we go. Let's just skip ahead. Avatar added to Arm specialization tree has been updated. Transforms into a Colossus, increasing all damage you deal by 20% and reducing damage you take from area of effect attacks by 5% for 20 seconds. So it's not doing the root break thing, but we're not going to be fussy about that, I suppose. This is all setting us up for not fussing about it, right? Because they take it away, and then we're like, no, and we're like, we do anything to give it back, and they're like, okay, so it doesn't break roots anymore, and we're like, okay, whatever. That's still pretty cool, though. Especially because it's affected by Anger Management. So, new talent, Mass Execution. Jeez Louise, what a name. Cleave and Whirlwind deal 25% increased damage to targets below 35% health. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Set them up, you know? Set them up, slice them down. That's cool. Tactician has been redesigned. You have a 30% chance to gain a charge of overpower when you use an attack that has a rage cost. This effect applies even if that ability's rage cost has been reduced to 0. Hey, that's cool. So it's not a situation where it's like, ooh, you know, you really don't want to make these things free because then they don't proc Tactician. This is just a heads up, sort of attentive change to that situation, so you can still use, hey, this ability is now free kind of things. That's cool. Brute Force has been redesigned. Slam has a 10% increased chance to trigger Tactician. Efficiency has been redesigned. Slam's rage cost is reduced by 25%, but it should still have no impact on Tactician, right? It's not per rage spent. Master Tactician has been redesigned. Tactician has a 10% increased chance to trigger. Great. So it's just 40% chance to gain, right? Or is it 33% increased chance? One of the two. I would imagine it's just 40%. The final point of Master of Warfare updated. Heroic Strike reduces the cooldown of Colossus Smash by 5 seconds. So just pressing the thing gives you 5-second CDR instantly. Doesn't build a stack and then fall off and then give you 5%. Very cool. Ignore pain has been updated. Fight through the pain, ignoring 50% of damage taken for the next 12 seconds, or until a certain amount of damage has been taken. 20-second cooldown. Wow. Rage cost removed, and amount ignored per use increased by 100%. Triggers a global cooldown. I mean, it's free. It absorbs a lot, but it's a defensive ability on global. 20-second cooldown. Well, I have to try it out. There's a lot of good stuff coming. This could be powerful. Ignoring 50% of the damage taken for 12 seconds, and it's ignoring a lot of it for free. I mean, it's pretty good. Kind of alternate ignore pain and impending victory. Could be kind of cool. The global's kind of but whatever. I mean, it's pretty good. Broad Strokes has been updated. Colossus Smash grants you sweeping strikes. Okay. Battle Lord has been updated. Overpowers a 35% chance to reset the cooldown of Mortal Strike. Yeah. Was it 30 before? Ravager added as a choice with Bladestorm and updated. Additional effect, Cleave and Whirlwind deal 50% increased damage while Ravager is active. Ravager is now thrown at your target. Okay. Interesting. This is more Xbox compatible gameplay right here. That's what that is. I'm not mad about it though. I'm not mad about it. That now you have like an imaginary like at target Ravager, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And also, this is nutty. I've been playing a lot of ARMS and Remix, and so I'm definitely appreciating Cleave. I don't press Whirlwind very much, but maybe they want you to. I don't know. Finishing Blows replaced with Overpowering Finish. Overpower deals 25% increased damage to targets below 35% health. Okay. Okay. Soften Them Up replaced with Martial Prowess. So Overpower and Slam increase the damage of your next Overpower and Slam now increase the damage of your next Mortal Strike by 5% cycle 3 times. Okay, great. Great. Sharpened Blades now increases normal damage for Mortal Strike, Cleave, and Execute, as well as critical strike damage. Sheesh. I think it used to be crit chance and crit damage. Now it's just damage and damage? Okay. Damage and crit damage. Dreadnought damage increased by a butt ton, 180%. Bloodborne now increases critical strike damage of bleeds in addition to normal damage. I'm telling you guys, we're playing crit haste. It's not a big surprise, but we're playing some crit. The following talents have been removed. Blunt Instruments, all goods, gotta go. Exhilarating Blows. I did like Exhilarating Blows. Merciless Bone Grinder was kind of cool, but now we get it with Ravager, like during Ravager instead of after Ravager or Bladestorm. And Spiteful Serenity was maybe kind of a cool idea, but I don't think it ever got used. So for Fury, Avatar has been updated just like it has been for Prot, and Ravager has been updated. Revenge and Thunderclap deal 50% increased damage while Ravager is active. That's big damn for Mountain Thane. That's big damn. But okay, so yeah, that's kind of nutty. ARMS, dude, I'm telling you, man. If I logged in and played Midnight right now, I'm playing Colossus ARMS, and this just sort of further solidifies that. That's cool. So for a short while, Avatar was gone. People were kind of like not real hype about that. I mean, we could live without it. But now we have... Now it's even better. Now we have C Smash and Avatar on anger management. Again, like I said before, when Avatar was gone, hey guys, don't freak out. Everything's subject to change. But now it's like, whoa, that looks awesome. Hey guys, don't get too excited. Everything's subject to change. But I mean, our next hero talents are going to be making Heroic Strike proc occasionally and reduce the cooldown on C Smash by 5 seconds. So they might not make Avatar line up with it every time, but still, it'd be fine. It's a pretty big window to, you know, pop Avatar or whatever. I mean, I get the idea, though. It is really sweet to have C Smash with Avatar and then Bladestorm. But we don't have any way of reducing the cooldown of Bladestorm, so sort of just keep that in mind unless you're playing Slayer. But we will have a lot of ways of reducing the cooldown on C Smash now. So we're pressing that a lot, which will be really super fun. I like this. They're tightening up the classes a little bit, like right with the 1-point talent thing. This is good. I like this. Cleave and Whirlwind dealing more damage to low health targets is probably kind of fine. Not a bad thing when you're cleaving down enemies. Avatar being back is awesome. Tactician redesign is good. A lot of these are like green check marks, like buff, buff, buff. You know? Buff. I don't know if I'd use that one. But buff. Tactician redesign, buff. Master of Warfare, buff. Ignore Pain, probably a buff. Ultimately. This, probably a buff. Overpower, 35% chance to reset the quota more like buff. Ravager, this is cool, buff. Overpower deals more damage to level targets, sure, buff. Martial Prowess, overpower and slam buffing Mortal Strike, buff. Sharpened Blades, used to give you crit chance, now it just gives you damage. I mean, not bad, it's fine. Dreadnought, more cleave, great. Bloodborne, it's fine. It just gives you additional crit strike damage as well as damage. These didn't really get, I mean, like, these probably didn't really get used. Like, so Exhilarating Blows, I like the reset, but it's all good. And Bone Grinder is like, eh, whatever. This is really cool. This is good stuff. No buff, too tough. No, we like that. We like that. Yeah, this is some good stuff. This is some good stuff. We are excited about this. There is a lot of things to read about other classes, but I mean, honestly, we could spend an hour reading all the class notes, but I really, honestly, don't care that much. I just want to keep reading Warrior, because everything is going to get changed anyway. And if you guys want the notes, then we'll just link them to you guys in the stream and in the video. All I want to do is look at my sweet, sweet Arms Warrior buffs and just imagine how lovely it's going to be to play Arms in Midnight. Can't wait. But until then, we'll just keep slamming stuff in Legion Remix. Maybe I'll unspec Merciless Bone Grinder now, just to, like, you know, just to get ready. But anyway, I'll link them in the chat for you guys. These are looking good. These are looking good. I'm happy about it. I hope you guys are too. We're looking good. Yeah, these like just came out. Thanks for the heads up on that. There's some pretty big arms changes. We're liking that. Note that we don't have the Arms Warrior set bonuses yet, but they're probably gonna be something insane. they'll probably be like slam talents. No, they'll probably be something sweet, like big damage on a war breaker or something. I don't know. Should be sweet. Should be sweet. But yeah, so far Midnight's still looking good. And like I've been saying, if I had to log in right now, if Midnight came out right now, I'd be playing Colossus Arms Warrior. That could change, but big thumbs up for me. This is looking sweet. It's looking sweet.